guys, it's Maddie.
And it's Maddie's mom.
It's Friday, and the other day you kind of saw my dad in a video, so now I have my mom. And
Maddie's mom.
And we're just going to be like teaching her some slang words. So I just want to say happy anniversary to you and Dad. It's their anniversary tomorrow, and how long have you guys been? Dad, stop!
I don't know how I made 26 years of marriage.
Anyway, I've got a list on my phone of some slang words I'm going to teach my mom. She kind of knows some slang words a little bit.
Look at this cute case that Maddie has.
My mom just made me this case
Thank you.
for like a late Christmas gift. She kind of knows some slang words, like I know you know like what on fleek means and on point and stuff like that. So
I thought it was fleck at first, but
it's not fleck. I have a list of slang words I'm going to be teaching her.
All right. And to top it off, I have my wine to help me out. Okay, we're ready to go.
If I say that something is extra, what does that mean?
Extra, that means it's...
Dad?
That means, I would say extra means that it's like big and grandiose.
I mean, kind of, yeah. If you're
extra.
If you're like acting extra, like how?
Oh, so like you're over exaggerating?
Kinda, yeah. Like if I was like.
Hey, there's some weird dude behind us.
It's like if I was acting like high maintenance, you could say like, oh, she's so extra.
Okay, high maintenance. Okay, if somebody's,
kind of like demanding, or like, you know, I'm like, I feel like I'm just like the greatest person ever. You could say like, oh, she's so extra.
So if I said Kim Kardashian is extra, would that be a statement that is true?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're a stan, what does that mean?
A stan?
Yeah.
I don't know. Stan maybe might be a nerdy person, maybe?
I mean, I can see where you're coming up with
a stan. A stan. Wait a minute. A soft, tan, and nimble person. Stan, get it? I don't know.
So if you are a stan of something, that means you are a really big fan of it.
Oh, that's, no. Stan the fan.
Yeah.
It's a stout fan.
Sure.
Okay. I try to do word association so I can remember what it's supposed to mean. Okay.
Okay, I think you might know this one.
Okay.
If I was going over to somebody's house and we were going to Netflix and chill, what does that mean?
That means, I know this one, that means you're going over to watch a movie and potentially have sex.
Yeah.
That's what that means. Netflix and chill, baby. You want to come over and Netflix and chill with me?
Well, you're married.
Oh, sorry.
Let's say that you tell me something and my response is that I am so dead or I'm deceased. What am I trying to say?
Oh, dead.
I'm going to have to bleep that one out.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Bleep, bleep. If you're so dead... So say to get into context.
You tell me something and my response is, oh, I'm so dead. Or if I say I'm deceased.
I would assume that means that you're not down with that. You don't agree with it.
It's kind of the opposite. What it means is what you told me is really funny. So I'm laughing so hard that I'm deceased.
Well, wouldn't that be like laugh my ass off?
It kind of is, but it's like a different way to say that.
Okay, so it's the new 21st century way to say.
Yeah, basically.
LMFAO.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's say that okay, well actually let's talk about my phone case.
Okay.
If I say that my case is my aesthetic, what does that mean?
Your aesthetic?
Yes.
So like your a prop? Or your aesthetic? Well, aesthetic means like pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's your pleasing prop.
You're on the right track, actually.
I don't know.
My aesthetic is basically my style.
Oh, okay.
So if I like see something and I like it and I say, oh, that's my aesthetic, it means it's like my style.
Okay.
And that I like really like it and it pleases me.
Okay, I get that, but it's kind of weird.
I think you know what the term means. The word is bae.
Yes.
So define it.
Well, when somebody that is 49 years old uses the term bae, that is not cool. So your boyfriend or your significant other,
but
boyfriend, girlfriend, your loved one, if you will.
So what does that stand for? It's an acronym.
Oh, it is.
So what does
that I
stand
didn't know
for?
that. I thought it was just like a
I
short term for baby.
That's what I thought too, and that's like how people use it, but it's actually an acronym.
It would be your... Oh, gee.
It's kind of weird.
Your big ass elephant? I don't know.
I like your answer better than what it is. Bae actually stands for before anyone else.
Oh, okay.
So if you
Makes
said,
sense.
like, I love you, Bae, what you're really saying is, I love you before anyone else. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Let's say I go somewhere and I'm with my friends and I say that it is lit. What does that mean?
Well, I would assume it means it's like on fire, that you're having a great time. So the party is lit up. It's raging. It's, the bomb.
That's what it means.
Nice. I got one right.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Well, lit could also mean that you're drunk off your ass.
Well, that's also
you're lit up.
That's also what lit means. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
two
but
meanings.
in that particular scenario, I would say lit is
I'm
the
really
party lit.
impressed you knew both definitions of lit.
Well, of course. I'm a hip mom.
Was that like a term when you were younger?
Back in the day, in the 80s, I will say I was definitely an 80s girl. Big hair and all. Lit was definitely something that you would say. I just wanted you to know I drank a whole bottle of wine in this glass, and I am lit.
If I said I low-key want that dress, what am I saying?
Well, I think the low-key thing is just the opposite of really what you want to say, is that you absolutely want that dress. Or are you saying, I like the dress, but I'm not real sure?
That's what low-key means. So
Okay,
then high-key,
so
like if I said I high-key want that
that
eyeshadow
means I
back.
cannot live
Yes.
without it. Like the peach Urban Decay.
Yeah, the sweet peach, yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's
which
what-
I could not get for Christmas for Maddie.
It's okay. I'll forgive you.
So. Yeah, it didn't actually come out until either right before on the website or right after in stores.
You don't need to explain.
And this is not a solicited comment for Urban Decay, but their eyeshadows really smell great.
PSA for my mom.
I want my royalties, please.
Let's say that you make a comment about Dad, which is not really that unusual.
Okay.
And
Is it a positive or is it a negative comment?
that would be a hint for what I'm about to ask you, so I'm not going to say. But you make a comment about Dad, and my response is like, oh, Mom, that was savage. What does that mean?
I would assume if it's savage, that means maybe I kind of ripped him a little bit, maybe?
That's it.
Yeah.
If somebody's like being savage, it's kind of like being extra, sort of, like over the top.
Okay.
So savage is basically over the top.
So
wow, that was kind of mean.
Okay, so I was a little bit
But
harsh.
even though it's kind of has a bad connotation, it's actually kind of used in a good way. Like, let's say I had a boyfriend and my friends all hated him, and we got into a fight, and I was like saying awful things about him to my friends, and they call him savage.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is, because they don't
Okay.
like him, but I'm saying something mean.
So when I say, Maddie, you need to go clean your room, is that savage? Or is that just being a mom?
That's being a mom.
Okay, sorry. Next.
Let's say that you make a comment about something, and I tell my friends that you are woke.
What? I'm woke?
Yes.
Like I'm woken up?
Well, I mean, that kind of, yeah.
Okay, say it again in context.
So you make a comment about let's say something happening in pop culture or in the world, and I say, wow, that was really woke, or you're so woke.
I guess that would be, in that context, I would say that would be with it.
Kinda, yeah. It's like, let's say, I told my friends about, something that's happening, in, a country we wouldn't really hear about, and I'm,
Okay.
trying to tell them, this awful thing is happening there.
Okay.
My friends might say, I'm so woke because I'm aware of, what's going on.
Oh, I get it. So, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Like woke meaning wide awake and aware of
Yeah.
the surroundings or the situation. I still don't get all this slang because to me, why don't you just say what you want to say? But whatever.
When I'm with my friends and I call them fam, what am I trying to communicate?
I would assume that they're your family.
That I see them as my family, yeah.
Right. So they're your fam. They're your homies. Right? They're your bros. Hoes before bros. No, that's backwards. Bros before hoes. But what do girls say?
Hypothetically, let's say I have a boyfriend, and he has a friend who is a girl, and I tell my friends, if I see her with my boyfriend, she's going to catch these hands.
Catch these hands. She's going to get it from me. She's going to be at the end of my slap, so to speak.
Yep, that's exactly what it means. Yeah, one way my friends use this was that if I get married in the next few years and I see one of you guys during the ceremony playing Pokemon Go, you're going to catch these hands.
Oh my gosh. Maddie played Pokemon Go today.
You don't need to tell. Okay, this is the last one.
Oh, the last one. Okay.
I'm going to use tonight's example. When
Okay.
you told me what you were making for dinner.
Yes.
And if my response was bless up, what am I telling you?
Oh, my word. Bless up.
Yeah.
I guess you would be thankful for what I was making for dinner.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Oh.
Basically, like, I feel blessed, so bless up.
Gotcha.
Or I might, like, if I was at school and I was going to go to Disneyland with some of my friends, I might, like, text you on my way to Disneyland, bless up, to, like, express that I'm really happy.
By the way, we had sweet and sour chicken for dinner.
My mom is a really great cook. You guys are missing out.
Let me think of things that I could teach you in slang. I don't know that many,
I wasn't
actually.
expecting this.
We didn't have, when I was growing up in the 80s, we did not have cell phones. Go figure. We did not have Wi-Fi.
Oh my god, how did you live?
I know. We didn't even actually have dial-up at the time. Whenever I need to look up a particular slang word, I go right to the source. I go to Urban Dictionary and actually look it up.
Well, you can do that now.
I was with my other daughter, Montana, at one point with one of her and her roommates.
My older sister.
Maddie's older sister, Montana. Alyssa used the term f***ery. Oh, I don't think I can say that online. Bleep that out. Okay.
Yeah.
Which I then had to go and look up because I thought, that's an interesting context to use that particular word. And I had to know what it meant. So it was actually a cool thing to go right to your Urban Dictionary and look it up. But in the 80s, we didn't have that particular thing that we could do. And we had to rely on actually talking to other people. Instead of looking at a phone screen all day long, we'd actually talk to others to find out what they were actually trying to say. So,
and what's really sad is that you guys wouldn't have been able to see me on YouTube back then.
Anyway, it was a much different time then. Times have changed. Back to our slang. That was kind of a public service announcement for the internet. I can't think of anything slang that I could teach you guys that you would not think is totally antiquated. One example, what do I use all the time? Slang that I use. Oh yeah, that drives my kids crazy. That I talk about thongs all the time. And to me, thongs are things that you wear on your feet.
The word that she's thinking of is flip-flops.
No, they're thongs.
They're flip-flops.
They're thongs.
A thong is kind of bordering on lingerie.
No, it is not lingerie. It is not underwear. It's not panties. It's not butt floss. It is
definitely butt floss.
No, it is something you wear on your feet. So that is definitely. Sometimes when I tell my kids I'm looking for my thongs, they are like, "What the f***? We didn't know Mom wore that." My dad actually has a ton of sayings that he has all the time.
The bed.
Cold as a witch's tit. That was one that he said all the time.
That's woke.
Nervous as a whore in church. That's another one that he says
savage.
all the time. That is savage. So, anyway.
Well, this is my wonderful mom. Thank you for
You're
being
welcome.
in my video. Bless
Thank
up. It's been lit.
Thank you for having me. And look under Maddie's bed, I think is what she says.
Happy anniversary to you and Dad. Make sure you
Thank you.
subscribe to my channel. I make videos twice a week. I'm going to have links and other good stuff under our chair.
Under our chair.
And I will see you all on Tuesday. Do you want to
All
do the outro with me?
The outro? Okay, I could do that. What is that? Oh, I know what that is.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
And over.
Oh.